Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 53rd Annual Chairman's Award Banquet, our dinner and silent auction. For those of you who I've not had a chance to meet, my name is Glenn Slavin, and it has been my honor and privilege to serve as the chairman of the board of the Woodbridge Metro Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for that opportunity. As I like to say, the success of our organization is proof positive that we succeed not because of our leadership, but in spite of it. So thank you very much for that round of applause. I woke up this morning and I heard on the news that today is National Support Your Local Chamber of Commerce Day. I didn't know there was such a thing, but it seemed so interesting to me and so ironic that we find ourselves here today. And over my first cup of coffee, I thought for a minute. And I said, less than a year ago, we had one of the most hotly contested presidential elections in anyone's memory. And for some, the election is still not over. But whether you voted for the Democrat or for the Republican, or you're an independent, or you're apolitical, the one thing that I thought about was that the Wall Street vibe is good and the business community is good. And that's good for all of us, no matter how you vote. And I think that deserves a round of applause because it shows that together, when you make an investment in our vision and you make an investment in your future, how wonderful it is that we can accomplish working together so much more than we could ever accomplish as individuals working alone. And I think that, more than anything, is perhaps what I think of as a theme for the Chamber of Commerce, and particularly tonight's celebration. We have some dignitaries that I do not want to miss. First and foremost is Assemblyman Craig Coughlin. Craig, could you take a bow? There he is. The Mayor of Woodbridge Township and my dear friend, the Honorable John E. McCormick, Mayor McCormick. Freeholder Director Ron Rios. Freeholder Charlie Kenny. Freeholder Leslie Koppel. And Freeholder Shanti Nara. Thank you on behalf of all of us to our friends at Middlesex County. From the Woodbridge Town Council, representing the First Ward, Councilman Nancy Drum. From the Fifth Ward, Councilwoman Debbie Meehan. Representing the Third Ward, Councilman Corey Spiller. From our Fourth Ward, Councilman Veera Patel. And please also welcome our at-large Councilman, Brian Small. Representing the Woodbridge Township Board of Education, President Dan Harris. That's a nice round of applause, Dan, isn't it? And also from the Board of Education, Marie Anderson. And also visiting us from that far-off land in the Township of Edison, Councilman Joe Coyle. Joe, thanks for being with us. Tonight is a wonderful night, and to get it underway, I would like to call upon the Vice Chairman of the Board, and who will be your new Chairman come December, a fantastic guy and a true leader in his own right, frankly in anybody's right. Please welcome for the Pledge of Allegiance, Bob Durso from J.J. Elliott Realty.
If everybody could please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. I know you've been practicing that since grade school. As have we all, hopefully. We are now going to the bottom of the sixth, and it remains Yankees 4, Astros nothing. On to more important matters. I would like to invite for the invocation Reverend William Smith, pastor of St. Anthony's of Padua Church.
No, Yankee scores are important also. Let us pray. Servant God, we give you thanks and praise for the members of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce and the service they provide to our community. We thank you for the inspiration of the men, women, and organizations being honored tonight. Bless our time together. May we become friendlier with each other and closer to each other. And bless the food we share. May we reach out to those who will not have anything to eat this day, especially those who are residents in Woodbridge. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you very much, Father. And now the moment that I've been waiting for, and I know you have too, is when I turn over this microphone, never to be heard from again, at least this evening, to our mistress of ceremonies. I've known Bernadette Solar for a long time, and she is a past chairperson of this organization, and I have looked to her for guidance, leadership, and counsel, and she has never disappointed me. Frankly, she's never disappointed you, and I think she's done such a wonderful job both at the Middlesex Water Company and then with us as well. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you our Master of Ceremonies for this evening, Bernadette Solar, who is the dinner co-chair. You got to give the Yankee update.
I'm not giving any more Yankee updates just yet. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm also delighted to welcome you here to our annual Chairman's Awards dinner. It seems these dinners just keep coming faster and faster. On behalf of my dinner co-chair, Irene Conti, there she is. Let's give her a big hand. The Chamber staff and the entire Chairman's Awards Committee, we are very grateful that you are here with us, that you took time to be here with us tonight. And this is going to be an exciting evening of networking and celebration. The Woodbridge Chamber, I've been to a lot of chamber functions. The Woodbridge Chamber is one of the most vibrant chambers in the state of New Jersey. And we would not be there without your help. So our chamber is best known for building business, making connections, and our members can attest we do that quite well. But we're also here tonight to celebrate local citizens who are doing outstanding work. They're making their mark on the world through different ways. You're going to hear more about all of our honorees tonight. You have booklets on your table. We encourage you to look through those booklets and read those bios. But you're also going to hear and see about our awardees tonight on video. Right now, I'd like to start off our evening with some comments from a man who has been likened to the Energizer Bunny. Woodbridge is becoming known throughout the state as a place where sustainability thrives and the arts thrives and education thrives, schools are thriving, and it's a hub of economic development. He is everywhere. His love of our township shows. I present to you a good friend of business and of the Chamber, the Honorable Mayor John McCormick.
Is dinner now before the awards? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much. Energizer Bunny, arts, education, environment, all that good stuff, and Dan Harris still got a better round of applause than I did. What the heck is wrong here? Atta girl, Kath, keep it up. I want to congratulate everybody, the award winners. It's a who's who of great people in Woodbridge Township. I specifically want to congratulate the Chamber for honoring a good friend, Eric LeGrand. And by the way, it doesn't say in his biography he's from Woodbridge Township. I can assure you he is from Woodbridge Township. Back in, I guess when we started covering games in 2007, Craig and I, Eric was a standout player for Colonia High School in football. He was the fullback. He was everything. He was like watching a man play against boys when he played high school football. And we got to know him because we always interviewed the stars of the game after the game, and Eric was always the star of the game. What this man means to this town, I can't describe it. He has handled his tragedy with such amazing maturity, dignity, poise. He has just turned it into something so completely positive. And he literally travels the country. Every time somebody gets an injury somewhere that's similar to his, he becomes an inspiration to them. He becomes a friend to them. He becomes a role model to them. What Eric LeGrand means to Woodbridge Township, I say he's the most famous person from Woodbridge Township ever. He is known worldwide. And he's here with his mom, Karen. His mom, Karen, and I were born a couple of weeks apart, and Eric and my daughter were born a couple of weeks apart. We have so much in common. She has been an amazing person for him. Every place you see Eric, you see Karen. So Karen, thank you for everything you do for Eric and for Woodbridge. And I want to, as usual, thank the Chamber for your leadership role. We are doing a lot of good things in Woodbridge. We are very, very business friendly. We're doing the buy local thanks to Councilwoman Nancy Drum, who's the membership director of the Chamber here. Thanks to Karen and her leadership, the board. It's a very active, very involved Chamber, and we're very proud of that. And we do so many great things together. And we are really doing everything we possibly can to move Woodbridge forward. We just yesterday opened up, had a groundbreaking, I should say a ribbon cutting for the Avenel project, the 500 luxury apartments, to be followed soon by a 200-seat theater. It's going to be awesome for downtown Avenel. It's already showing increases in property values in Avenel, better than the rest of the town. We've got plans for downtown Woodbridge. We've got to bring people downtown. We've got to do that by building luxury apartments near the train and get those walking wallets into Main Street and down so they can spend money. We'll have more restaurants. We'll have more shops. Things will really start to work downtown. We have a good downtown. We don't have a great downtown. We want to have a great downtown. And we're working on that diligently right now. I have to thank Carolyn Ehrlich and Marta Levsky. I refer to them as my right arm and my left arm. And so again, thanks to the Chamber of Commerce. And I'm going to just tell you something now. I'm going to admit the truth. I'm not staying here long. I am leaving. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to 3 more events, because I'm not. My schedule is completely free. I am going to watch the rest of the Yankee game. And I don't care what you say. I'm going to be at the bar. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to come back. But I have been a diehard Yankee fan since my father took me to my first game at 8 years old in 1966. And I am not missing the Yankees beating the Astros to go up 3-2. And then they'll take care of Verlander on Friday and go on to face the Dodgers in a Yankee-Dodger World Series. This is too good. This is just too good. No one, myself included, as the biggest fan around, ever could have seen this coming. We thought it was a good year. We thought it was a 500 year. We thought it was a time to get the kids and get them used to playing and contend in 2018. And here we are, 3 innings from a 3-2 series lead with 1 more win to get to the World Series. I'm sorry, I'm not staying. I will stay for Eric LeGrand, and then I'm going. I don't care if CPV is my biggest taxpayer. I don't care if the American Irish Association is my favorite group in town. I don't care about any of that. All right, that was good. You're the same people that cheered for Dan Harris. And now you're cheering for me. Anyway, thank you very much. I love being mayor of this town. I love the Chamber of Commerce. I love everything you do. Thank you all very much.
I have an alternate strategy. I think if everyone stays in their seat, and with this collective karma and power, we drive that collective power, we also, right here in this room, can root the Yankees on to victory. Yes. All right, so tonight's event would not be possible without our generous sponsors. Now, you can see them scrolling on the board, but I'd like to give them an individual shout out. Our gold sponsors for this event this evening. Let's give a round of hearty applause for Northfield Bank, Verizon, JFK Medical Center, right here. Our silver sponsors this evening, Columbia Bank, Investors Bank, Wegmans, Woodbridge Center, and Lightbridge Academy. Let's come around. And last but not least, our bronze sponsors for this evening, RSI Bank, the Bank of Woodbridge, Craig's Plumbing, Royal Albert's Palace, and Berkeley College. Let's give them a hearty round. All right, we're going to do a little something special this evening. The Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce loves to see our area businesses thrive, and we also love to celebrate milestones. Then these are milestones that are marked by our long-term members and board member companies. 50 years ago, JFK Medical Center began providing medical care to residents of Woodbridge, Edison, and the surrounding communities. Since then, JFK has transformed into one of New Jersey's premier healthcare providers, distinguished for its nationally renowned neuroscience and rehabilitation centers, as well as a new emergency department that is one of the busiest in the state. The vision for a community hospital to provide high-quality, accessible care and opportunities for employment began with the late Honorable Anthony Yelensix, who was then mayor of Edison. Enthusiasm spread to community leaders, businesses, and volunteers who joined forces and set in motion a plan for the new hospital. JFK admitted its very first patient on August 7th, 1967. On that day, there were just 200 beds and about 400 employees. Today, as a regional medical center with 498 beds, JFK is an indispensable healthcare resource for our community. We congratulate JFK on 50 years of excellent service. Now let's watch a video about JFK.
David DeSantis held up the special plaque his parents got the day he arrived, the first baby born here at Edison's JFK Medical Center, back this morning to help celebrate its 50th birthday.
Happy 50th birthday to JFK Medical Center in Edison. JFK had just 200 beds at the beginning. Maternity care was one of the prime reasons the hospital was founded. Now, 50 years later, JFK is one of New Jersey's most comprehensive facilities. Just recently, it received the Excellence Award from Health Grades.
In August of 1967, JFK Community Hospital opened its doors with 205 beds, over 400 employees, and a dedicated staff to accept our first patients. JFK is exceptionally proud of our milestones throughout the years. In the 1970s, we opened up the Johnson Rehabilitation Institute. In the 80s, long-term care with the Hartwicks. In the 90s, we opened up the Neuroscience Institute. In 2000, our cardiac catheterization program. And in 2010, our EMS services. Over our 50 years, we introduced to the region a culture of excellence, combining high technology and clinical specialists who deliver comprehensive and compassionate care. We stand here today as a healthcare organization with over 5,000 employees and locations throughout New Jersey. We have become a beacon of healthcare for Middlesex, Somerset, and Union counties. We were always about serving this community. It was also about recruiting the right doctors and embracing physicians right from the beginning. We made the investment into research, teaching, and it has really paid great dividends for the community because now we are #1 in stroke care in New Jersey. And now we have a world-renowned rehab hospital to serve this community. We have these 2 signature services here at JFK, and we started as a little community hospital, and we never forgot that commitment. Our future is full of growth and promise. At JFK, we are stronger than ever.
Congratulations on 50 years of service to our community. All right, for those of you who've come to this dinner before in the past, you know how things work. I talk up the chairman's raffle, and they are being sold throughout the evening. We also have a lovely silent auction with some great gifts, and that will be closing about 8 o'clock, so we want to make sure everyone bids on things. We've got some great prizes. And they're also going to be 50-50 sold throughout the evening. I have to say this is the Chamber's largest fundraising event for the year, so we appreciate your support. And another short program note, in place of acceptance speeches, we've created short videos which feature each of our honorees. So we encourage you to pay attention to those, and we appreciate your silence and attention during those videos. So right now we're ready to roll into our very first award. And the Woodbridge Chamber works with many different organizations throughout the year. We have many different partners, and this synergy often results in more opportunities for our members. Tonight, we are very happy to provide the awards venue to our friends at Raritan Bay YMCA as they present the Jack Cerullo Civic Leader Award. For those of you who knew Jack, he was the epitome of community leadership and service and served as an inspiration to many. Presenting the award this evening are Mike and Nick Cerullo and Lou Szyminski. I asked them to step up to the stage. Over here. Over here. There you go. And I'm very happy to announce that the recipient of the Jack Cerullo Civic Leader Award is Meredith Linden. Please turn your attention to the video.
Hi, I'm Meredith Linden, and I'm a volunteer swim coach at Raritan Bay YMCA. At the YMCA, I am a volunteer swim coach for the age group swim team, Tsunami Swim Team, ages 6 through 18, and I also coach the master swimming swim team, which is age 18 to infinity. Most of us are in the older age group there, and we just have a lot of fun. I started volunteering 5 years ago with the first goal was to start a age group swim team in Perth Amboy, which has not had a swim team for 30 plus years. We had a 5-year plan. This is my 5th year, and we're seeing tremendous growth. We're seeing tremendous skill levels coming up, and we're so excited for this year coming up to see the kids triumph. This is a true honor to be receiving the Jack Cerullo Award for volunteerism at the Y. I'd like to thank Steve and Mary Ann for support all these years, but especially Sam, my aquatic director, who has supported me through the ups and downs of the swim team in the past 5 years. I really appreciate all the support that I've had for everybody and the honor of receiving this award.
Congratulations, Meredith. Please come up and accept your award. Okay, another organization this evening, the Rotary Club of Woodbridge, Perth Amboy, is also recognizing 2 members for outstanding community service. And this is no surprise, as they have provided and continue to provide service to our chamber as well. The Rotary's motto is service above self, and these honorees live that creed. And they're also here tonight with 2 of man's best friends, I understand, so we may have seen them earlier in the evening, and we probably will see them again. So I've gotten to know one of these honorees, and it's clear the Rotary did their homework and have selected a very worthy candidate. I'd like to call up Raj, the Rotary Club president. Is he here? Who is going to present the Rotary's Paul Harris Community Service Award. And the honorees of the Rotary Club's award, the Rotary Club's Paul Harris Community Service Award, congratulations to Nancy and Jeff Mullins of Rebuilding Warriors. Let's give them a big round of applause. I ask you to turn your attention to the video.
My name is Nancy Mullins, and I am the Marketing Director for Rebuilding Warriors. I am active in the fundraising on the East Coast and throughout the United States with a lot of the organizations that we work with. We are very active in the veterans and their families, and I, as a family member of a person who is a recipient, I really know what these families are going through, so I actively stay in touch with them and really make that connection with them throughout the process.
My name is Jeff Mullins. I'm the Vice President at Rebuilding Warriors. And through me and Jeff Anderson, the CEO, we find the veterans who come to us requesting service dogs. We evaluate them. We match them up with a dog. And when the training is done, the veteran is trained with the dog, and then they present it. Rebuilding Warriors is a 501c3 charitable organization established in 2013. We are 100% volunteer, so every dollar that we get goes to providing a service dog for a veteran. We rely solely on public and corporate donations to meet the needs by saving warriors one dog at a time. And we take pride in this because it's our way of giving back and making sure. And then we follow up with the veterans after the dog has been placed. We always check up on them and make sure that things are still going okay.
A big part of Rebuilding Warriors is awareness for PTSD, because 22 veterans a day commit suicide due to PTSD, which is very upsetting to think that veterans who really have done so much for our country think that their life is not valuable. That is a major priority for us. These service dogs are changing their lives. They're going out into with their families again. They're enjoying life. They have not been able to love, and this helps them. We are very lucky in the fact that we have been embraced by the Chamber of Commerce, by the Rotary, for the Paul Harris Award. We are very humbled by that because our community and people that we know have really embraced Rebuilding Warriors, and that's our passion, is to really save these veterans and their lives. And it's important to raise the money because these dogs are highly trained and specific to the needs of the veteran that they're placed with, and they're trained one dog at a time. So we found and we feel that this award is really a wonderful achievement because, you know, putting others before and service before self is how we live, and that's really an acknowledgement of that, which we appreciate, and also the Chamber of Commerce and all the support that we get from the Chamber and our town is really wonderful, and we really want to thank everyone for that.
Put your hands together for Nancy and Jeff Mullins of Rebuilding Warriors. Our next award is the Business Education Partnership Award. I've had the pleasure of working with the mayor and the mayor's Advocacy Committee for Education, a group that works to create partnerships between businesses and Woodbridge Township schools. And these are partnerships that benefit our students. This next award acknowledges those businesses who have worked closely with our schools, and they're doing important work because they're teaching the next generation how to manage precious resources, and that's an important task. The Business Education Partnership Champion Award, it demonstrates the good that can come when local government, educators, and the business community put our students first. And I'm pleased to announce that our Business Education Partnership Champion for 2017 is Competitive Power Ventures, or CPV. Accepting the award tonight is Tom Favinger, Vice President, and let's take a look at the video.
I'm Tom Favinger, Vice President of Asset Management at Competitive Power Ventures, and I'm the lead asset manager for the Woodbridge Energy Center. Well, CPV thinks it's essential that we help educate, the kids today about energy choices that they're going to be making in the future. And so we like to get into the classroom pretty early to teach them about how electricity is made, what kind of fuel choices there are to make electricity, what's renewable, what's non-renewable, so that as they grow older, they can use that information to make better choices in the future. CPV's power facilities are going to be in the community for a long time, and so we like to develop relationships and put roots into the community. And we think one of the best ways to do that is through assisting the educational process. And so this educational program is very important to us because it allows us to establish those relationships. The best part about working with the kids in the community is the enthusiasm that they bring to the classroom. The program that we've developed is actually pretty hands-on, very energetic, and the kids just love it. It's a two-part program, so we're in first to teach them some of the fundamentals of electricity, and then we come back and do a really hands-on program. And when we come back, it's great to just see how excited they are, and you can tell based on the level of involvement that they really learn the application. In addition to working with the school system, we've also been pretty involved in some of the career fairs, where high school kids will come visit our booth to learn more about electricity, and we're hoping to inspire them to get more involved in science and technology programs and maybe one day seek a career in the power generation business. We'd like to thank the educators that welcome us into the classroom, the administrators who've worked with us in developing the program, and certainly the leadership of Woodbridge and the Chamber. It's been a great relationship.
Congratulations to CPV, and will Tom Favinger please come up to accept the award. Our next award recognizes the humanitarian spirit and is named after the former executive of the Chamber, who gave us for leadership for many years and who was and continues to be active in numerous causes. And Carol Hila is here tonight. Can she stand? Give us a wave, Carol. I think she's sitting over there. There she is. So when this nomination came up, it was absolutely befitting that this woman, this powerhouse community servant, be recognized. She is generous with her time and with her talent, and her efforts have supported numerous organizations and township efforts. This year's Carol Hila Humanitarian Award honoree is none other than Anzie Circus of Northfield Bank. Please turn your attention to the video.
Good evening. My name is Angie Circus, and I'm Vice President of Business Development for Northfield Bank. Northfield Bank supports many organizations around the area, and some of them are We Feed, Woodbridge Community Players, Avenel Community Day, Senior Olympics, Woodbridge High School scholarships, and St. James School. I personally always try to find opportunities to help others, expecting nothing in return. To me, that's the ultimate definition of a humanitarian. It all starts with your neighbor. And the greatest reward is to see someone being happy, even if it's just for a moment. It is humbling to me to be recognized by the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. It's a great organization that understands the importance of community development. I would love to thank the nominating committee, Karen Barnes, Carol Hila, and finally, I love to thank my Northfield family for their encouragement and support. Without all of you, I would not be standing here tonight. Thank you and have a wonderful night.
Let's hear it for Angie Circus of Northfield Bank.
Terrific lady. Great job. So proud. And she's great. That's good. She's great. It's all works out. Good.
Thank you. Let's hear it for Angie. And I just want to let everyone know that tonight's honorees are also going to be receiving resolutions from the offices of the 19th District of Officers Senator Joe Vitale, Assemblyman Craig Coughlin, and Assemblyman John Wisniewski. And also citations from John McCormick and the Woodbridge Township Council. So they're going to be presented with that as well as their awards. All right, next, it gives me pleasure to announce the recipient of our next award. The Frank G. Peltzman Award recognizes an organization or an individual that depicts the true community spirit that was exemplified by Mayor Frank Peltzman. And that this organization really goes above and beyond what is expected. They've been providing service to the Woodbridge area for many, many years. They've had a great impact on our veterans, and I'm very pleased to say that tonight's recipient of the Frank G. Peltzman Community Servant Award, wait for it, because I'm sure we're going to hear it from the back table, but let's put our hands together for the American Irish Association. Let's watch the video.
Hi, I am Barbara Lassick. I am the current president of the Woodbridge American Irish Association of Woodbridge. The Woodbridge American Irish Association has been serving Woodbridge Township community for over 50 years. From September to June each year, we prepare and serve food for the Salvation Army in Perth Amboy. For our veterans in Menlo Park, each year we host a bingo night, an Irish night, which includes Irish dancers, bagpipers, and of course, we serve Irish soda bread. And we end with the picnic in June. We contribute to all the local food pantries in Woodbridge, and we partake in the Bowling for Hunger. Our members also partake in the Tooling Around the Township program and the Charles Shaughnessy Park cleanup twice a year. Through our Justin McCarthy Scholastic Award program, we give scholarships out to the area high school seniors each year. But most and foremost, we are accredited and acclaimed for our annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, which I am happy to say is one of the largest and best in the state of New Jersey. This year will mark our 45th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, and it will take place on Sunday, March 11, 2018, so save the date. I would like to thank the Woodbridge Metro Chamber of Commerce for giving us this most prestigious Frank Peltzman Community Service Award and for recognizing all that the Woodbridge American Irish do for the community of Woodbridge and for our most precious St. Patrick's Day Parade. I would also like to thank all the merchants, our sponsors, and our contributors who, without their help, we would not be able to put on such a fantastic parade every year. And for everyone that has helped us or will help us, I would like to give you an Irish blessing. May your blessings be more, your troubles be less, and nothing but happiness go through your door. Go Irish!
American Irish Association 2017 Frank G. Peltzman Community Award winner, Barbara Lassick, please come up and accept your award on behalf of the organization. American Irish, let's hear it again. All right. Okay, moving on. We're now going to be recognizing our Small Business Person of the Year. As everyone knows, small businesses are a critical component and major contributor to the strength of our local economy. Each year, the Chamber presents this award to an outstanding owner of a small business who has started or developed a successful for-profit business that's at least 3 years old. Tonight's honoree demonstrates the entrepreneurial spirit, the leadership, and the drive that it takes to be a resource to clients and a successful business owner. Tonight, the Chamber presents its Small Business Person of the Year award to Craig Lehman of Craig's Plumbing. Let's watch the video.
My name is Craig Lehman, President and CEO of Craig's Plumbing and Heating, located at 275 New Brunswick Avenue, Fords, New Jersey, 08863. Craig's Plumbing began in 2000. I incorporated when I was still living in the basement of my parents' house. My parents were a big supporter of mine, and they gave me the encouragement and the security to push me to go into business for myself. Our business has grown since 2000 tremendously. I have a lot of great people that work for me now. I am a little bit away from the on-hands part of the job, and I'm more in a managerial position, but I have a lot of great people that have worked for me for many, many years, and they help to keep the ideals and beliefs that I have going. They follow all the stuff, the safety training and all the rules and regulations that I've set forth in the past 17 years. They follow them and help grow my company. The company now is expanded to where we predominantly do service calls for residential and commercial customers throughout the area, and basically we're a true emergency service where if somebody needs us, they call, we will be there. I feel it's important to be active in Woodbridge because this is my hometown. I've been here since I was 2 years old. I love Woodbridge. It's been great to me, and I feel that honored to be able to give back to it. I would like to thank for this honor my wife Lauren, my daughter Sarah, and my son CJ. I'd also like to thank my parents Jerry and Lorraine, my sister Kelly, my brother Kevin, and especially everybody that works for me. I have a great team, a great staff, and everybody's been as good to me as I hope I am to them.
Congratulations, Craig Lehman of Craig's Plumbing. Please come up and accept your award.
Good? Wow, there's a lot of photography. If I could just interrupt for a minute, the Yankee thing is over, so there's no more of that to tell you tonight. But as I aspire to be a past chairman, which will take place in about, 2 months, I do want to acknowledge and I hate to do it this way, the oldest living past chairman we have. Please give a round of applause for Carl Fleming and his wife Lillian sitting in the back. Carl and Lillian have been with us forever and are here with us tonight, and they are very deserving of your applause and recognition for all of the years of service and legitimacy that they have given to this organization. Carl and Lillian, thank you. It would not be a chairman's dinner without you.
I want to make sure this evening doesn't go by without acknowledging our chamber staff. Let's hear it for Karen Barnes, Nancy Drum, and Amy McDevitt. All right, we have one more award before we take a short break. This next award is our Member of the Year Award. And this honor recognizes a member of the Chamber who has offered exemplary service above and beyond. I've gotten to know our honoree from her work on the Women's Leadership Connection and her volunteerism and leadership on numerous committees. She's always willing to help. She's an outspoken advocate for the Chamber and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. She has been a fabulous resource to the Chamber, and I am pleased to announce the 2017 Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce Member of the Year Award goes to Holly Church Doyle of Kinder Pediatric. Let's look at the video.
Good evening, friends and colleagues. My name is Holly Church Doyle, and I am the Center Administrator at Kinder Pediatric Urgent Care. I am humbled and honored to be recognized as the Woodbridge Metro Chamber of Commerce Member of the Year. I met Karen Barnes about 4 years ago, and I instantly knew that the Chamber would provide me with the opportunity to network and build relationships with businesses and organizations that I might not have had the opportunity to meet. I would like to thank my peers for nominating me for the Woodbridge Metro Chamber of Commerce Member of the Year, the entire Chamber staff for making it look effortless every single day, my husband Justin Doyle, and my parents Arthur and Sharon Church.
Let's hear it for Holly. Come on up and accept your award. Holly Church Doyle. Guys, go like that. Go instead.
You look great in the video, I have to tell you. You look too. No, you look spectacular. Almost like a keyboard.
And we'd like to thank Floral Expressions right on Main Street in Woodbridge for the floral arrangements tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. As always, the management and staff of the Woodbridge Renaissance Hotel provide excellent service, so let's thank them for being here and doing such a great job. And we'll have a few more recognitions of our sponsors in a few minutes. Stone Mountain Printing for the production of our fantastic dinner and silent auction journal. They did a great job. Thank you, Stone Mountain Printing. We'd also like to thank our photographer for the evening, Beth Shire. Where is Beth? Give a little wave. Thank you, Beth, for being tonight's photographer. And did we all enjoy the great dinner music provided by Joe Frame on the guitar? Let's give him a round of applause. And also we had volunteers who were staffing our registration table and who worked the event. Let's thank our volunteers from Investors Bank and Woodbridge Center Mall. And will the Chairman's Awards Dinner Committee please all stand and take a bow, because you guys are fantastic and we could not do this without you. The Journal, the silent auction, the Chairman's Raffle, everyone worked so hard to make this evening memorable. Thank you to our committee for doing such a great job. Let's give them a big round of applause. Okay, so if I can have everyone's attention for our two final awards of the evening. If we can enjoy our dessert and settle down as we recognize our Corporate Citizen of the Year. A strong organization needs strong transparency into its financials. Thanks to this next honoree, the Chamber's books have never been in better shape. When it comes to being an outstanding corporate neighbor, our next honoree knows what it takes. It knows that its community is the primary focus, and its mission is to serve the people and businesses with friendly, knowledgeable, and expert service. This year's Chamber Corporate Citizen of the Year Award is awarded to a company for its voluntary contributions to the community and for service that goes above and beyond its business contributions. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2017 Corporate Citizen of the Year honoree is Rottenberg Merrill. Let's give them a round of applause. Let's look at the video.
My name is Barry Bertiger. I'm a partner in the CPA firm of Rottenberg Merrill. When our office was in Woodbridge, I was the partner in charge. I also happen to be the treasurer of the Woodbridge Chamber, a post that I've held since I had a full head of hair. Rottenberg Merrill would like to thank the Woodbridge Chamber for honoring us as the Corporate Citizen of the Year. In particular, we would like to thank Karen Barnes and her staff for doing a great job, because without them, there would be no chamber to give us this award tonight. There's a lot of deserving corporations in the chamber, and we feel honored that we are being recognized tonight. We would also like to thank our staff, because without our staff, there would be no firm to honor tonight. In particular, I would like to recognize Diana Puda for making my job as treasurer a lot easier. And actually, Diane is the treasurer of the chamber. Being named Corporate Citizen of the Year means a great deal to our firm. Quite a few years ago, we decided to focus our charitable efforts by forming the Rottenberg Merrill Community Benefit Foundation. We support many events every year with one major event each year. And by receiving this honor, it seems like we're doing something right. Being based in Saddlebrook, obviously we focus our efforts geographically in the Saddlebrook area, but we have supported many events in Woodbridge. Having lived in Woodbridge for many years, and also having worked in Woodbridge for many, many more years, I feel like Woodbridge is my second hometown. And even though he always referred to me as the second best CPA in town, I would like to congratulate Mayor Johnny Mack and his staff for doing a great job in Woodbridge and making it a no-brainer for us to support the many events in Woodbridge. And John, since this is being taped a month and a half ago, I hope this is still relevant. Let's go Yanks. Thank you.
Accepting the award on behalf of Rottenberg Merrill is Barry Bertiger. Barry, please come up and accept the award. There you go. Barry Bertiger in Rottenburg, Maryland, the second best CPA in Woodbridge. All right, if I could have everyone's attention, our final award for the evening. We saved the best for last. The Chamber's most prestigious honor recognizes distinguished service to the community at large. Our honoree has been a shining example of triumph over adversity, and his words and demonstration of character and determination have inspired thousands. Please put your hands together for our Citizen of the Year, Mr. Eric LeGrand. Let's watch the video.
My name is Eric LeGrand. I'm a former Rutgers football player and an Avenel resident. My relationship with the Woodbridge community has been awesome. I've been living in Woodbridge since I was born, and they've always had my back, especially when I first got hurt. The community rallied around me, and they did fundraisers for me to support my family and I. And honestly, I can't pick a bigger, better community to live in, because just the people are so diverse, and just from the time I was born until now, I still have friends there. I still live there, and a bunch of my friends still live there. So I love the Woodbridge community, and they have been honestly a blessing to me. I would love to thank everyone on the committee of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce for even thinking about picking me for their highest award. I truly appreciate it. I try to be a great citizen to the town. I try to bring good, positive news to the town, and everything that I'm doing with my life, they've been there for me. And so I think it's my time to give back to them by just showing my appreciation on what I want to do for the town, and being able to have a park named after me and live up to the Believe Park, and hopefully one day be able to raise my kids in this town, because honestly, it's done so much for me and for the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce for them to pick me for this award. So honestly, it's a true honor for so many different awards that I get. To be able to get recognized by your town, that's really, truly something special.
Our 2017 Citizen of the Year, Mr. Eric LeGrand.
Let's go Yankees.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him another big round of applause. Mr. Eric LeGrand. Fantastic.
Very good.
Let's hear it for Eric and his mom, who are here this evening. Fantastic honoree. Let's go Rutgers, right? Before the evening is over, we would like to acknowledge all of our Board of Directors members, or if there are any board members, any Board of Directors members of the Chamber, can you please stand and take a bow? Any Chamber directors? Let's give them a round of applause.